Good afternoon. It's my little daughter, Isabel. Oh, you just tripped over a piece of wood, huh?
I think that float.
So, the weather is, let's give up just a little bit. I actually see blue skies. And so I'm gonna try to make a video today. So as things are growing, that only means one thing. You're making faces. That means bugs are about to come out and start eating your plants. I know a lot of people are having trouble with aphids and cabbage worms and all that other stuff. I'm not growing cabbage, so I'm not worried about cabbage worms. But I am worried about other things. I have a bunch of tomatoes. You get those horn caterpillars, whatever those things are, green with the big old spike at the back. You're gonna get those. I'm not a fan of using chemical pesticides. Try to do as much naturally, things as possible because it's just a healthier way of doing things. I have planted things like kale. I know kale is a little late to plant kale, but I have an empty bed and I went to the store to buy plants, and the store I went to, only thing they had for sale was kale and basil, so I got kale and basil. But my kale is being eaten up right now by whatever slugs, little caterpillars. And like I said, I don't use chemical pesticides, but what I do use is wood ash. It's probably a bad time to put wood ash onto all my plants. One, it's not you normally want to do this early in the morning where the dew is on the plant, and the wood ash would actually stick to the plant leaves. There's a couple things about using wood ash. It kind of just makes everything look a little dirty, but it's chemically friendly. It doesn't really harm me unless you're doesn't really harm the plants unless you're just using too much of it, of course. And I'll show you how I used to apply it, but I have a new tool that I want to try out. Look at this thing. How cool is that? You squeeze it, just.
I like to try it.
I thought it was pretty nifty.
Wow.
It's actually for DE, diatomaceous earth. Yeah. It's the same idea, but like I said, I have a bag of that stuff, but it's for my pigs. I do not wish to use that expensive bag of dust through all my plants. That's gonna be washed away within the next probably hour, since it's gonna rain. But I just want to do this to show you how I apply wood ash, and it does work. I learned this from a friend of mine. That is an avid gardener, and he learned it from his grandpa, and it seems to work. Ever since I've started doing this, it works. It's not 100%, like I said, it's not 100%, but what is, right? And the only thing that's 100% is, those harsh chemicals, which none of us want to really do that. So I'll show you how I used to do it, and then I'll go use this thing to see how it works. It doesn't really have a name on it, but so I'll link this product where I bought it on Amazon.
You're making me touch it.
I'm not a paid. This is not a paid promotion thing. Just letting you know. That's kind of cool.
Can I do that?
All right. No. So let's go, and I'll show you how I normally apply wood ash.
Can I hold it?
All right. This isn't gonna be any rocket science here. It's just throwing it up in the air and letting it slowly cover your plants. Like I said, it's best to do it in the morning, but for me it was just raining and drizzling all day, and finally stopped. So I'm out here trying to make a video. All right, don't throw it on the plants, throw it up and let that fine stuff get onto your plants. All right, so you kind of have to work with how the wind's going. So like I just threw it and everything went. I was trying to throw it on my tomatoes, everything just covered my garlic. So I gotta throw behind the plant. And slowly, let it slowly kind of drizzle over the plant. And you want to throw it high, and because there's always that little bits that's gonna get on other plants as you're throwing it, as you're trying to cover all this up. It's very hard to show you how to do this because I don't want to get all this dust onto my camera either. Alright, so I'll show you what the plant looks like. So you can see how it looks. It's just sprinkled on like that. Not too heavy. Just lightly like that. Yeah, so it just kind of looks like, I know it just kind of takes away from the beauty of the plant. So I've been doing this for about 4 years now, and it works pretty well. Bugs will come, take a bite, get a little bit of that wood ash, and no, they won't like the taste, and they'll go away. It also works for aphids. That's why I actually got the pump thing, because normally I just kind of drizzle a little bit of the wood ash onto the aphids, and then next day all the aphids are gone and dead because it kind of smothers them. Kind of does like what diatomaceous earth does to insects. It kind of gets in and it just makes things uncomfortable, and so it kills some bugs, which, you know, it's just alright with me. Like I said, like caterpillar worms, the horn worms that go after my tomatoes. Some of the heavier stuff landed on this one. That's what it's alright. You know, just kind of shake it just a little bit, and it's alright. As long as you're not overdoing the ash, it's adding carbon to the soil, so it's good. Like I said, just don't. I would do this once or twice a week, or after every rainfall. Like I mentioned, you just want to avoid throwing it directly on the plant. Throw it up and just kind of figure out which way the dust falls and try to aim it that way the best you can. Alright, well, I'll let the dust settle, and oh, is it hot and muggy where you're at? Oh my goodness. Oh.
Dada, why did you not use the yellow paper?
I'm gonna use it. Wow, she's pushy today. Alright, let's use this nifty thing.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go do my kale with this thing. This thing's awesome. I gotta shake it up a little. Oh.
Dada, don't
And
play.
So I'll show you what's been happening. So yeah, that's my one arugula that I found that was growing back. So I replanted it here. It was in my potato bed. I planted it here, and then yeah, that's what's been happening. So I need to shake it up a little bit, and then boop. Oh, that's you see, that's a good example. That's way too much. I mean, yeah, I gotta control the squeeze a little bit. Yep. So that's my eggplant. I'm gonna do the same thing. Just give it a little bit of a spray. Like I said before, I do this in the morning when the dew is on the plants, and the ash will stick a lot better. Yep, this thing is fantastic.
Not really.
Yeah, it is. It's working great.
Yeah, but it's kind of, you have to say it out longer. Can this get more ash?
Ash. 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 Okay, don't say that word anymore.
Okay.
That's my volunteer tomato. Oh, look at Isabel's planted some weeds in my garden. There you go. Alright, so a couple things I want to go over about this. I could probably do a lot better if I sift the ash through a sifter. I'm having trouble talking right now. Probably get rid of all those big chunks. Probably would work a lot better. Like I said, just it's not sticking to the plants very well, but it's sticking enough, I think, where tonight where the slugs are gonna not enjoy eating my plants tonight, I hope. But this thing is fantastic. I like it.
Well, kind of.
Well, I like it. Maybe you don't like it, but I like it. Yeah, might as well put it on the basil. It's getting clogged in there, and it's making it hard to pump this out. So, but it's not that hard to unclog it.
Are you just talking to the camera?
Yeah.
Can it hear you, Dada?
Everything's got a fine cover of wood ash, and that should just do it right. Keep the bugs away. There are some real stubborn bugs out there, and this thing works great as long as you sift the ash, get all the hard chunks out of there. Okay, so this product, great. I don't know the name of it. I'm in the link where I bought it from on Amazon, and I'll put it on my description, show notes, whatever you call it. And yeah, I think it's great as long as you sift the ash, you know, through a fine sifter and get all the big chunks out that was clogging up the front here. And other than that, this thing's fantastic. It's better than getting ash all over your hands. And like I said, if you don't want to buy this, it's fine. That's fine. You can just, like I said, do it by hand. All right, and that's wood ash. Oh yeah. Before I go, only wood like this. Stuff that you didn't buy at a store, okay? Just things that you gather from the woods or tree branches that you collect. I don't know if it's the best if you have a wood stove. If you have a wood stove, you would have plenty of wood ash, of course. Just make sure you're not burning plastic or anything in there with your wood ash. And yeah, it's good stuff. It's all organic. It won't harm you if you eat some of that wood ash. I mean, yeah, you'll know that you're eating wood ash, but it doesn't hurt you. And you're putting on such a fine layer of ash that it's not like gonna taint the soil, unless you're just dumping ash. And ash is good for the pH of soil. Camera hog. All right, well, that's using wood ash for pesticides. Remember, I'll link this product. I don't know what it's called. Let me get out of the way. So that's wood ash as a pesticide. Do it in the morning and pay attention. If it's a super windy day, don't bother. You're just gonna end up wasting with your wood ash. And only use natural don't use any lumber, just wood, natural branches and things you drag out of the woods. Nothing, no 2x4s or anything that has been treated. Okay.
Can I put it when it's out?
All right. My name is Sang. This is Growing Little Country Homestead. Thank you for watching, and
I'll see you on the next one.
bye.
Bye.